What is going on, you guys? Rich Adola coming back at you again today. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is Wednesday, October 23rd. We are crushing this week. It's flying by so quick. We're already halfway through the week. Of course, I hope you're hitting your goals, feeling abundant, feeling great, being the best possible version of you that you could potentially be. But you know, we're coming back at you with another video today. And what we're going to be talking about is something that when I first got into law of attraction, this was a phrase that was told to me, and it didn't make a lot of sense. But the more we talk about consciousness and the more we talk about energy and thoughts and vibration and how to control and put a laser beam focus into that vibration of energy, the more this phrase becomes relevant. And the phrase is, thoughts become things, okay? Again, when I first heard this phrase, to me, I was like, thoughts become things. How does that even make sense? A thought is completely different than something tangible that you can hold in your hand. What do they mean by that? And the more I got into law of attraction, the more that phrase really made a whole lot of sense to me. And so I want to break it down for you guys that may have just heard this or really may not understand it at this point. But thoughts become things, essentially, what that means is everything that has ever existed or that will ever exist started with a single thought in a form of consciousness, right? So somebody had this thought of creation, whether that be a business or whether that be a treadmill or an oven or the light bulb or a car or whatever the case may be, that existed in somebody's mind long before it existed in the physical or tangible realm itself. So how exactly does a thought then become a thing? And so really what happens and what you have to understand is when you think a thought, that thought carries with it a certain vibration of energy. And as we mentioned, energy attracts unto itself when it comes to law of attraction. So when you start to have one thought, another thought is going to follow it that's going to have a similar thought vibration. So the way to think about it is like a ball, okay? Or like a rubber band ball or something along those lines. So if you have one single rubber band and you continue to take another rubber band, put it around that one, another one, another one, another one, eventually you get this huge rubber band ball. Well, your thoughts are the same way. So if you start thinking a thought and you're consistently thinking it over and over and over and over and over again, that energy, that ball of energy in your consciousness is actually growing more and more and more every single time you have that thought. And eventually what's going to happen is that thought is going to take over your subconscious as well as conscious mind, and it's going to lead to you taking action toward the attainment of that thought itself. So again, if that's losing weight, then you'll start putting action to losing weight, going to the gym, running on the treadmill, doing whatever you need to do, dieting to lose that weight, okay? Let's say that it's a car that you want, okay? You'll start finding ways to earn money to buy that car that you want, or maybe that business that you want to start. You'll start thinking of ideas of what you can be doing to help that business grow a little bit. And so the more you put thought into something, the bigger the ball of energy or frequency grows, which then leads to a thought of action toward the attainment of that desire itself. Now, of course, as we've been talking about, the more you put action in, the more it becomes a habit for you and the less work it feels like to you. So that thought eventually leads to a small little action that you're consistently doing on a daily basis, okay? When you're taking that action, doing it on a daily basis, you're creating a habit or you're putting in work toward the attainment of your goal. And eventually it's going to get to a point where you don't feel like it's work at all. You just feel like it's something that you're doing because you enjoy doing it. And so that leads to the action. And then eventually, once you have a culmination of both of those things, the thought vibration with the action plugged into it, eventually what's going to happen is the manifestation of your desire is going to be created into that thing that you want. So again, whether it be that car or that business or losing weight or the treadmill or the light bulb or whatever the case may be, your original thought led to the habit or action that you are taking on a consistent basis, which both of those being combined eventually led to that thought becoming a thing. And so that's really how it works. And so I want you to understand that every desire that you have starts with one single thought. And all you need to do is nurture that thought, take care of that thought, protect that thought, believe in that thought. Because the more you do so, the more that ball of energy is going to grow toward that thought. And eventually that's going to lead to an action that you're doing on a consistent basis, which again is going to lead to the manifestation of that goal or dream or desire that you have. So I hope this video helps you guys. You guys have been so helpful to me in spreading the word of mass consciousness out there as a collective. Of course, the support that I'm getting from this group is just tremendous. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, comment on the video. More importantly, have an amazing, amazing, amazing Wednesday and share this with somebody that needs to hear it. I love you guys so much. Peace.